stream is up almost. Whose song is this? Whose End of the World song is this?
This is an End of the World song.
It isn't? I thought we were gonna post ours.
I'm still kind of thinking.
I made up my mind.
And it's track 1 on your End of the World song track.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Party Man. That's the one. Oh.
Party Man.
Yeah, that's the one.
The Batman song from 1989?
Yeah! So good.
I actually appreciate that. I think I'd burst out laughing.
Just getting ready for the end of the world. Might as well go out smiling.
Wow.
Although 1999 is a true contender. My Twitch channel is probably gonna get banned for playing Prince.
I can see someone dancing around shooting people in the head to this song at the end of the world.
Yep. Is that exactly what Joker is doing? When he's robbing that museum?
I think he only kills a couple people.
Yeah, he still kills people to that song. I don't think there's a limit to how many you can kill. As long as it's more than one, or more than zero.
You know what? I know what it would be. It'd be POD Youth of a Nation.
Oh.
I feel you are.
I couldn't hear you over the bot, dude.
Song's too funky.
I said that's fucking disgusting. It
You don't like POD? Actually, I don't like POD either.
fucking that fucking song. Like the first 3 times I heard it was cool. The amount of times that shit was hit on the fucking radio, bro, I will forever hate that.
I just think the lyrics are fitting. Because literally the first phrase is last days of the rest of my life.
That's my idea of why I picked 1999 as well. Because it is the end of the world in that song, and I'm gonna party like it's 1999. King in town.
Like, I know what, it's easier to pick what the last track would be than the first track.
Whose track is this?
Who else? Me.
Is this your end of the world song?
One of them.
You're not ramping up to it? You're just gonna go balls to the wall immediately? Never been a fan of that, of heavy metal or dark death metal or whatever.
I know what my last song would be. For sure, though. It'd be the last minute of Requiem for a Dream.
Ah!
You don't like that song either, Nano?
No, I do.
It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I've heard it too often.
Oh, most of the song is trash. Just the last minute specifically as the world dies. And then I can picture Jennifer Connelly in a particular position as the world dies.
Oh, poor girl. I've seen that movie once too often. Which is to say, I've seen it once.
You know she got married because of that movie?
To the director, wasn't it?
No, dude. She married the dude that plays Jarvis.
Oh, really?
And they never dated. They went straight to getting married because right after they made that movie, 9/11 happened. And she had, like, a weird panic, and he had a weird panic, and he, like, phoned her from across the continent. You know what? He's like, we've never dated, I've never asked you, but I love you. Let's get married. And they got married, and they're still married.
Oh, cool. I need to do that. Some random. This pandemic might work in my favor yet.
Paul Bettany, that's his name.
Was he in that movie?
No, but he just, like, after it wrapped up filming, and then, like, a little while went on in 9/11, and I guess they had met because they were filming. I don't know, was he in that movie?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I just remember hearing the story, and it's, like, absolutely crazy.
Yeah. They also seem like nice people.
I remember it now. They met on A Beautiful Mind, is where they met. Honestly, I'm still surprised that movie didn't, like, destroy her career.
Which one?
Requiem for a Dream.
If anything, it boosted it. She was amazing in it. for different reasons.
Yeah, but actresses tend to get typecast.
Yeah. Oh, where do I? Oh, of course, there's the. Got research. Ding.
Yeah, you're just be a dick and choose like a whole bunch of fucking really long, brutal songs.
Apologize to the stream, but Nano is in charge of the music. We'll just have to deal with it.
Is anyone watching your stream?
I have whole 2 peoples. For all I know, that could be you too. I need to ding AI 30 on my shade. Oh. What is this song? Jesus.
You research 80 on that guy?
Oh?
On your shade.
If my research, what?
Are you research capped?
Nope. Still have
Do you
3
have
left.
defensive spirits in?
Defensive perks?
Spirits. Your
Uh,
AR seems low.
Yeah, I do.
All I'm saying is, like, this song specifically is one of those kind of like, oh, did you think that last metal song was a little bit? That song is a one-song album which is 22 minutes long. So I'm not going to be playing the whole thing. I'm actually going to be playing the next one. Cause fuck that. Opeth rule.
We could put on a really annoying song for the stream.
I think this is annoying enough.
We could put on the song that never ends.
Oh, don't drive my peoples away.
Your 2 viewers, one of which is me.
Yeah. I value my 2 viewers, even you.
Do you even know what the song that never ends is?
Nope.
Oh my fucking god! I'll kill you.
Nano does, which is weird because I thought it was only shown in Canada.
Fucking lamb chop. I fucking love lamb chop.
So it was shown in the States.
Oh, blazing fire. And
Someone had a death metal mashup of that Nano on YouTube at one point. I don't know if it's still there.
It definitely is.
Am I gonna get any grats for dinging AI-30, you think? Is that still a thing in the game?
Yes.
I think I want to buy like the rest of the spirits because I figured that I didn't have the offensive combined ones. I haven't finished off all the spirits yet.
Fucking Nano.
What?
I linked it for Nano.
I'm not doing it this fucking early in my day. I fucking refuse. Just a little bit softer to your ears there, Noni.
Say again? What'd you say?
I was turning that on mute. I said this is a little bit softer to your ears.
This is fine. My ears are soft and they need velvet. Oh, I didn't even buffer my shade. Ah. Alright, that's done.
There is some whacked metal covers on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Elmo sings death metal.
Ah, Yeats is telling me to finish that research. Alright then. God damn it. Guess I'll have to now.
Wait. Dre, you know that fucking crappy fucking Lindsey Sterling song Crystallize with the
Yeah.
I got a fucking video for you. Hold on. I have to actually look it up and get the exact phrasing because, or I might just show you the video because the video is like, this is literally some dude and a chick who heard that song and then they tried to make their own version of it, and it was a really bad high school fucking version of it. Produced well, but like, it just sounds.
So I'll be honest, to Nano's whole audience of two, I'm unsure if I actually like Lindsey Sterling music or I just want to fuck the shit out of her. I am not sure at this point.
When I was doing lots of drugs, that music was fucking amazing. But your statement is, I will have to turn around and say that hard penising, 100. Super, like amounts of penification on that, like just all over.
Like, and she's not conventionally super attractive, but something about her aesthetic, like, does it for you.
You know, the thing about it is straight up, like, she looks like a chick that, like, would like doing some, like, bedroom shit and, like, not fight you on it. Not some crazy fucking shit, but, like, she just looks like she's. I don't know what to say.
So this is the stream I should have called AO After Dark. Now the title would be appropriate. Because every time it streams right after he's done, I call it AO After Dark.
Like, I mean, when I worked in a porn store, I didn't really look at my customers like that. Like, I looked at someone who was trying to get information and shit like that. But like, when you talk about my personal preference, like, I'm not gonna hide my fucking shit for people's minds. Like, I would never resort to saying, "Oh, I've raped the shit out of that." Like, that's not what I mean. But like, when I watch that video of her dancing around in her little fucking yoga pants, which stands for you're obviously gonna assess. I mean, so you're obviously gonna eye rape the shit out of that.
By the way, Dre, I didn't get a single congratulations.
For
That's
For AI-30.
unfortunate.
oh yes, I gotta give you this terrible ass fucking link.
Hey, you got a congratulation from the Yeet spot.
Yeah, well, that's automatic. It doesn't count.
I don't know. She has this like girl next door vibe, combined with the athleticism. What's your opinion, Noni?
Of
Lindsay Sterling.
don't recognize the name, and I'm not sure what she looks like. Go back 20
Okay.
years though. You say Lindsay Lohan?
Oh, you mean before she let herself go?
So again, if you've seen that video of her dancing around, and you watch the video I just sent, you'll be like, "This is the worst." I mean, that video makes me an unhappy person. The fact that I found out. I was looking up. Dude, just give it a listen.
Ah,
I think it makes it worse that they tried really hard, but
I can just hear you getting more and more dissatisfied with it.
yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. That's what I'm gonna do.
Couldn't even make it through. Dude, tell me that's not some of the most blatant. I'm trying to make money, just like that bitch did, and just fail.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There, we'll
Really
link
bad.
the most recent Lindsay Sterling video for you, Noni. You can watch it.
Jesus. How recent was this?
Well, she put the song out like a few months ago, and then like a month and a bit ago, they're like, "Hey, you want to do something for NASA?" And she's like, "Sure, I'd love to do something for NASA." The only problem with her, she's an LDS, man.
What?
She's like fucking Latter Day Saints bullshit.
The fuck? I don't know what that means. I don't follow that.
She's in one of the crazy Christian cult churches.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
But that just means she's on the wrong side of the crazy hotline. That means she's not good for long term. That says nothing for short term.
wait, why am I getting reverbs? But do I have music on both characters? Yeah, I do.
I don't know. Go watch the video before you start.
Oh, I've started.
Why are you doing a mission with 2 characters?
Because I don't have 3.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. I'm good on that. I'm putting the music back on and putting the next one on. Fuck.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that song, but it is cool to see the Space Center. And it's kind of humorous though that they didn't even bother to wash the roofs of the buildings when they shot this. Like, yeah, just come down, dance on some buildings.
Dude, like, she's attractive. That you literally have 95% of the video done. The rest of that shit, 4% of it, is getting different angles of her face, and the rest is editing. That one little percent is editing. The rest of it is sex sells. Like fucking crack rocks.
Well, I mean, I think it was more the case of NASA's just looking for promotion, and they happened to name the rocket the same name as the song. That's totally a pointless bondage outfit, though. What are those
Totally.
straps holding? You know what somebody pointed out, though, recently?
What?
Weed's not illegal in space. They can totally grow some chronic in their hydroponics bay.
Who says they haven't?
I'm pretty sure they haven't. You'd have to make edibles too, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. And also, I'm pretty sure they're bound by, like, U.S. treaties and all that other dumb shit. So it's, they definitely abide by U.S. laws.
No, I think it's international law. Because they're cooperating with, like, the Russians and the Europeans, occasionally Canadians.
You know what the funny thing is, dude? Like, I'm usually about people getting high and everything like that, but, like, maybe, just maybe if you're in space and, like, your lives depend on you kind of being alert at every single point in that space capsule going around the Earth and all those, maybe you shouldn't be high.
And you're in a space station that costs $20 billion to put in orbit.
But then again, space weed.
Yes, space.
How are you gonna argue?
Here's a question, Nano. Just out of curiosity, would you pay a bunch extra to smoke some weed that was grown in space?
If
Just the
I
same
had
reason.
the money, because the thing about that shit is that I not to even answer it frivolously, you'd have to go through the training. I'd have to lose weight. I'd have to do shit. And if I was going through all that shit to do that shit, they were going to be like, listen, it's going to cost $500,000 to blah, blah, blah. And another $500,000 to blah, blah, blah. And you requested to, flip through the pages, smoke a fat doob on the motherfucker, as you so quote said.
No.
And they're like, all right, that's going to cost an extra $500,000. Just for argument's sake. And I had that pissy money. I had some serious corporate cunt pissy money. I'd pay for $5.
No. So here's what I'm saying. Not that you're going up to do it. Let's say Chris Hadfield or whoever's on the space station at the time. He was like, I was gonna grow some bud, and then NASA said we couldn't. So here it is. Here's the bud I grew on the space station. I'll sell it to you for like, I don't know, $2,000 an ounce. And you have that money.
First off, if that shit came back to fucking Earth, I could literally take that at like $2,000 an ounce and sell that shit for $2,000 a gram because it legitimately was in space.
Why are we
And if it was
mixing
authenticated in fact, what's up?
units?
What's up?
Why are we mixing units? Why are we using ounces and grams? Why not just stick to the gram?
Because in weed,
Yeah, no,
weird.
but how much is an ounce?
In
of
America,
grams?
we do this shit called American math. So I'm sorry that your UK ears hurt at the fucking sound of an ounce, but over here, we get that fucking 28.3 ounce, yo.
UK has it just as bad as the US. They don't follow the gram shit either. They use stones and shit.
so
Stones are the fucking worst.
Yeah,
we,
I mean,
we mix randomly. If it's someone's height, it's in feet and inches.
ugh,
If it's in distance, it's in metric.
ugh.
If
Well,
it's
no,
a
like,
short distance, it's in kilometers. If it's a long distance, it's in miles.
Yeah, here's a question: liquid or or is solid ounce? Does it matter? I don't think so. An ounce is an ounce. What the hell?
No, there's specifically a fluid ounce.
Really?
I
How
don't
do you
think
keep
that's-
track of all this shit?
I don't know, it just kind of happens as you grow up here.
Yeah. But just to answer the question on the space weed, like I could literally charge like $2,000 a gram, specifically to motherfuckers who may not even want to smoke it. It's just an object that's unique from space. Like that shit would be fucking hilarious. Oh my god, dude! You see, this is why I wish I had I want to tape like a quarter pound and put it to the fucking stratosphere and then try to sell that shit for fucking money.
I have a feeling like so say somehow you got this and it got out that you had it, Snoop would just buy it all just for the sake of having it.
Dude, like fucking seriously, like I'm not even trying to fuck around. Like there's just people who will buy shit knowing that it's out. Like when an astronaut gets fucking launched the fuck out, they're allocated like a certain amount of weight, and some of those motherfuckers will bring like little fucking flags so they can like bring them back and give them out to family members and shit. Like so, like just the fact that it went out into space, motherfuckers are like, I didn't buy that.
So what you're saying is you wouldn't smoke the space weed.
Oh, if you're talking about if I had like a theoretical ounce, I would definitely take a quarter of that and be like, fuck that, that's my space weed, and I would fucking. I don't know if I would hoard it or I would just smoke it till it was. But the rest of that shit, I would probably sell for like. I would try to like. The difference is, for argument's sake, let's just say that it was a government sponsored thing and it wasn't fucking illegal, and I happened to be the leader of Stoner World or something, and I got the contract to get the 1 ounce of weed that was grown in fucking. I would probably take that and sell it for whatever it was and donate at least probably half, if not more, of the money to some fucking like space or child fucking organization.
No sakes. He's got the plan. Use a weather balloon to go up to 100 kilometers.
That's what I'm fucking saying, yo. Fucking space touch nugs. Who the fuck else says if their fucking weed is touched the fucking edge of space, bruh?
I just wish people would take this idea seriously, because that we might get space hooks or the sky hooks.
All I'm saying, bro, is fucking space drugs need to fucking happen.
Space rooms.
I think we're gonna see like nanometabolites probably within like 20 years.
Oh, I'm gonna test your fucking music bot real quick.
Space Force can pry it from our cold dead hands.
Was that the Trump's idea? Space Force? Wasn't it?
Yeah, so Space Force, they just split off the Space Command from the Air Force.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever, man. I just hope someone coughs on him in the wrong way. I don't want him to get fucking bulleted. I don't want him to get shot. That's just. It's way too quick. He won't actually suffer. I'd rather him get like some serious COVID or something.
You know, as terrible as. I mean, don't find me, fucking Secret Service. I don't mean it. But it would be great if something bad happened to him and Biden both, and we got candidates.
Well, no, like the difference is like as I say, like I think he's a terrible fucking piece of shit human, but I still don't think like going that route with a fucking shooting him down is the way to go by any means. Like the guy has a right to fucking live. He got to the point where he fucking is for a reason.
just gonna say this for security reasons. The views and opinions made by these two are not compatible with mine, or I should say. How do you say it again?
I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck in the
They
slightest. I own a butter knife. I don't even own weapons. I don't give a shit in the slightest, and I'm not making any. I'm
Yeah,
saying that like,
I
the
won't
Simpsons. All I'm saying is, just to cover my own ass, Simpsons haven't lied yet.
That's only because they've been around for ages, long enough for everything to happen.
blame the guns, man. Feels bad.
I don't know, man. That cough and the fucking Trump and that fucking cartoon soap and cat.
Well, they took away. Well, I shouldn't say they took away. They passed a law that we have to surrender all our assault-style weapons, even though the law doesn't specify what assault-style weapons are. But it's basically anything that's like AR-15 or M4 based.
Yeah, they're gonna have a really fucking hard time with that.
Well, we don't have guaranteed guns by an amendment in Canada. That said, most Canadians that own guns own 13 or more, per the statistic. We own all the
And
guns.
now they want those motherfuckers to willingly hand those.
Oh no, so they're complete. It's weird. So they're completely fine with. You can have shotguns. You can have sawed-off shotguns. You can have pistols. You can have hunting rifles. You can have damn near like sniper rifles. They just have decided for whatever reason, AKs, M4s, AR-10s, AR-15s all gotta go. I think it's because people like to pick them for mass shootings, it seems.
Because they're shitty, easily available, and like you can just pump bullets out with a few mods.
Yeah, they're cheap and easy to modify into full autos.
I think, don't quote me on this, but I think there's a day in the year here in Norway where you can hand in guns, no questions asked, to the police.
Well, so the thing that pissed people off is these guns are expensive because they're heavily taxed in Canada. And because the government's already out a crap ton of money over the COVID bailout, they haven't said when they're going to give people remuneration for surrendering the guns, which they're now legally obligated to do. The other problem, which was kind of hilarious, is in the same breath that they said that, hey, we need you to surrender all these guns, they also admitted that 70% of guns in Canada came from the US and are not unregistered.
That's what I'm trying to say. Where it's like, I mean, there's people out there that don't give a fuck about laws and they have guns. I don't like guns. I just don't give a fuck about if an educated owner has a billion of them. I give a fuck about assholes who use them as a weapon for crime and are uneducated. They don't. They understand at the end of that comes death. They don't understand at the end of it is a ammunition and it's coming out and it's got to get attacked and just murder.
My opinion isn't popular in Canada, but I honestly think every single person, as part of their high school, should be a trained marksman.
An educated gun owner does not scare me. I'm in total agreement with that. I feel you should be able to fucking pick up a fucking firearm and use that motherfucker.
Well, not only that, it's been shown in a bunch of the Nordic countries and whatnot that having a population, especially Israel, a population that is proficient with firearms, deters crime as much as having an armed population.
Israel and Nordic countries. I like the jump you made.
Well, so Norway, I don't think is doing the mandatory firearms training anymore. I don't know if Sweden still is. They used to.
Well, there is mandatory service. Where you...
In Norway, so they still have the 2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hella easy to get out. You just say you're a pacifist and you're out.
Oh. That's basically the same thing.
Unless you're me, being an Icelandic citizen, I had a hard time getting in and I never got in. Because my country wouldn't allow it.
I don't know, man. I definitely have a bunch of friends who definitely have a bunch of guns, and they definitely know their fucking weapons.
Well, so I'll tell you, there's select cases. One of my customers that I do a bunch of work for, he has one of the last remaining fully automatics licenses in Canada. There's only about 150 of them. And he literally has like 500 guns just sitting in his fucking garage. And probably like easily 500,000 rounds of ammunition. And I understand that he's a collector, but like some shit goes down and someone busts in there, like makes me kind of nervous, and I like guns.
The thing about that shit is like it's almost we make guns. Like we make a lot of fucking guns, not just the US. Everyone makes fucking. And the problem with that is that as we're talking right now, it's being guns. You know what's gonna happen with those motherfuckers? They're gonna get bought by motherfuckers who want guns because they want to make sure that other motherfuckers with guns aren't able to overshoot me because I have more guns than. Which I'm totally for. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I don't have an argument if I get shot dead, So, like, I'm just saying in general, where it's like, if you have to go get permitted and you got to go get trained and you got to make sure you understand what the fuck you own, then have a trillion. Captain Thug a lot and his fucking thug ass crew their side fucking with pistols, fucking, like, you can't do that shit. And that's why I don't like uneducated ass gun owners.
Yeah, I don't know.
When it's just a weapon of murder versus a toy that you're able to kill with, it's at least the way I look at it. If I were to purchase it, I would want to fucking have it for protection and having fun. I'm gonna probably get a shotgun. Well, I'm gonna go and shoot some fucking cans in someone's backyard. Like that sounds like fucking a blast. It also sounds like if a motherfucker comes in my door the wrong way, they're gonna get a chest full of fucking buckshot. Just saying. But I would also spend the time with that stupid fucking thing, unloading fucking bullets totally in another room, just taking it apart, putting it back together, understanding what the fuck is in my hand. God forbid something. Then I go out and shoot my gun, it gets jammed once, and I'm like, what do I do? Can't have it. I've shot guns. I've shot 22s. I've shot 20 gauge, 12. Um, I shot a 357 Magnum once. That shit was awful.
Nobody has to outgun the USA. We just need to outweight them.
Outweight them for what?
They'll take care of themselves eventually.
You should feel glad, Dana, you did shoot a 500 Smith & Wesson. That thing's not fun.
I don't know, man. I think the 357 was pretty much the height of where I would like a fucking thing in my hand going pow.
Nobody likes the 500 Smith & Wesson. It feels like it's going to break your hand and your wrist every time you shoot it.
Is it worse than a Desert Eagle?
Yeah, substantially. It has so much kick. You get rubber cast off from the grip on your hand that stays like stuck into your skin every time you fire it. Like it literally embeds part of the grip texture in the hand.
Hot.
He's not Swedish. He's Icelandic. Get it straight.
This is the first time my accent has ever been described as Swedish as well. But it is a mixture of all the Nordic accents. I have the Danish accent when I say accent.
You still have a rather impressive vernacular for it being, what, your third language?
Yeah. It's Cartoon Network for you. That's where I learned all my English.
Cartoon Network?
All those years of watching Batman, the animated series.
Yeah, his accent is a pretty substantial mix.
Oh no, if he sounds anything like me, he does not have an Icelandic accent either.
Should try and start encompassing some more English accents in there. Get it even weirder, Noni. Bring in like some Cockney.
I'm not sure I'm able to do that.
Just gotta watch a lot of what's that show called? It's like Jersey Shore but British.
Yeah.
It couldn't be called anything other than a wank fest. What the fuck?
County, that's what it's called. Or the other one's the only way is Essex for Essex or something. It's pretty bad. Are you gonna attempt to crossbreed your New Yorker with some British Nano?
Fuck no.
Just mix and mash quite a bit.
I'm good on that, A.
I don't say A that often.
Right? Did you put snow on your maple syrup yet? No,
The weird part is I don't even like maple syrup that much.
You're in the wrong fucking part of the world for being a fucking Canuck puck, son.
Dre, did you know that there's a
Eastern Canada thing.
there's a Norwegian ski trainer, who has a lifetime supply of maple syrup from Canada?
I did not, but that's kind of amusing.
Yeah, because it was cross-country skiing, and the Canadian broke his staff, or the thingamajigger, and the Norwegian trainer gave him the second one. Nobody else did. Canada gave him a lifetime supply of maple syrup. I think he's dead now though, so.
I mean, you just made me want to get fucking pancakes. That's bad.
I want pizza. That's what I want.
Bye, Groovy.
But sometimes pizza is like beer. There's like a certain amount of time has to pass during the day. It has to be after what, 3 o'clock before you can order. I mean, you could order before, but being as sophisticated as I am.
I feel like we're ill-equipped to talk pizza without having a native Chicago person in here.
Native Chicago person, fuck that shit. Fucking deep dish fucking shit is garbage.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fucking pizza, fucking lasagna. You can't pick it up with one fucking hand. That shit's whack as fuck. If you want a pizza fucking lasagna, call it a fucking pizza lasagna.
It's disgusting. That's what it is.
Give me that fucking thin ass fucking New York leather pizza all motherfucking day.
Whenever did they get like this? When did Chicago get this thing where they can decide when it comes to pizza?
It's funny because the Italians think both of you have terrible pizza.
Both of us?
Oh, dude, I can go. You see, whoa. I can go to this fucking place called motherfucking Severios where the dude got a $40,000 Italian pizza oven brought the fuck over here and put it into his meat store that has been there for 50, 60 fucking years. He makes minute and a half, 2 minute Italian pizzas that are stunning. But that's not a New York pizza. There's a difference.
That's what I mean, though. The Italians don't think highly of New York style pizza.
Well, I don't give a highly fuck about them and their stupid Italian faces, motherfucker. I like that motherfucking New York because it tastes good every time where I fucking get that shit. And I spend upwards of fucking $500+ on a fucking meal. I value my palate.
Are you a fold and consume kind of guy?
Depends if there's toppings or not, or in how hot it is. If I'm planning on eating that motherfucking pie, like the pie, I'm full, and I'm going deep. I could probably kill an average 18-inch pie over here, bite-wise, not eating the crust, and like, I don't know if I want to eat the fucking crust at that point. When we do sesame seed crust, if it's fucking nice and thin, I might get down. Fuck, you make me probably get a fucking pizza tonight. You suck. I shouldn't say you suck, but yeah, that shit's gonna be fire, because now I'm fucking hanging.
Mosaic asks, I wonder how much a lifetime supply of pizza is, and if it's more expensive than a house. Less expensive than a house, sorry.
There are places in New York you can get dollar slices. So, like, figure 2 slices a day, you know, and a Coke or whatever the fuck. You're thinking like $3, about $1,000 a year, just in that if you did that every fucking day.
But is 2 slices of pizza enough for a day?
If you're talking about if you want to only eat pizza and like your meal is quote unquote 2 slices, you could.
I would say you need to balance it around like 2,000 calories of pizza.
Fuck that. I don't give a shit about none of that shit. We're being fat as fuck here. We're being fat. So for fucking breakfast, lunch, and fucking dinner, you get like, if you can find a spot that gives dollar slices and like you get like a dollar Coke, or you buy a fucking a 12-pack for $8 or $5, whatever the hell that is. Just for argument's sake, 2 slices and a soda for $3. And you do that 3 times a day. That's 3,000 to about $3,300. So now let's fucking times that by average lifetime of, let's say, 75. A lifetime supply should be in New York around about $250,000 for someone who lives about 70.
I've never looked into it, but is it healthier to be overweight or underweight?
It is better to be overweight but not obese.
Well, I think technically it's actually better to be obese than to be grossly underweight.
Yeah, I think so too. Cheer 500
Well, of course,
pizza.
at least still you have nutrients shit in your body because you're being undernourished is fucking bad for your body. Like it's just doesn't fuck.
Yeah, I think it's like you're better to be over 40% body fat than under 5% body fat.
Didn't I ever tell you about this kid I used to hang out with? This kid I used to hang out with used to. He starved himself on like 3 or 4 gallons of water a day and Swedish fish, and he walked no less than 10 to 15 miles a day for about a year and a half, to the point where his body like ate his brain fat till he had a stroke. And I had to go to the fucking hospital because he was fucking sitting there in a diaper and he was basically a child and he fucking was ripping that diaper off. He's like, I want cookie. He was fucking the most insane shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. Prolonged, or I should say protracted starvation is like brutal.
This same kid has a fucking swastika tattooed on his fucking forehead. He's fucking Spanish.
Okay.
Oh, bro, this fuck. Oh, man. I heard a story that I don't even think I should put on. If he's still streaming, I should definitely not repeat any.
Okay, he is still streaming. I was gonna say, I don't question the kid that got it. I question the tattoo artist that would give it to him.
Oh, hell no, dude. That he probably went in and probably offered some dude, like, it was not a really good one.
So, probably not a real tattoo artist.
No, it was definitely line. It was definitely like, it was done by someone who had a tattoo gun, and they were just like, he probably came into the shop like 5, 10 times, like, will you do a swastika? And he was like, will you leave me the fuck alone if I do this for you? Like, yeah, man. And he just went, get the fuck out.
A BMI is not based on what is healthy. It's a nice general indicator, but it doesn't really last too long. It's best to visit the doctor to see if you're healthy or not. By that I mean, if your BMI says over 40, you might want to go check it out. Just to be sure. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Alright, I gotta order that pizza soon.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass out and then order breakfast.
What time is it there now?
It is 5:32 a.m.
Jesus.
Check out that glorious mug there, fucking Dre.
Wow. Wow.
I wasn't kidding at fucking all.
So, I mean, the best he could do is get it covered with, like, what, some third eye tattoo or something? That'd be a hard cover to do, dude. Even with how small it is. And sub truck.
Oh, is Truck here?
Yeah, he just popped on.
How you doing?
Dude, like, I'm gonna send you another one, and it's just like, it's so more prominent than you really think. Oh, there it is, there it is.
Are you sending pictures of the guy?
Yeah.
Pictures with yeah, I'll send you one if you want.
Yeah. I need to see this tattoo.
Dude. Did he get it removed in that last pic, or did he just start covering it with makeup?
No, that's just fucking shitty makeup.
Wait, are you telling me he regrets getting the tattoo?
No. So what happens is, long story short, he became a neo-Nazi because he was insane. With that being said, he got a really crappy tattoo on his head, which I'm about to send you 3 pictures. With that being said, 2 of those pictures of him with him sitting there chilling, one with his current wife, the troll, and then there's one where he kind of put like shitty foundation to try to cover it, but it literally looks like there's like a makeup cum shot on his forehead.
But why is he trying to cover it? Isn't he proud?
I would think so. You think? There you go.
I hate to be mean, but like he deserves the stupidity of it.
Oh no, dude, he ate himself to insanity. Sorry, he starved himself to insanity. He's fucking insane. Like the last time that we have made, or there was contact between some of me and like a couple people around, he had left messages incoherently laughing in between sentences of saying, "They're coming for you, Emmett. They're coming for you, Emmett. You should call me back because they're coming for you, Emmett."
So okay, he didn't just lose the marbles. He left them on the other continent, is what you're telling me?
Oh yes. He's fucking. He's like, he's so insane that he's 100% on this. Like there's no way he's a functioning member of society, and any doctor will be able to tell that in fucking moment.
Is my soldier out of ammo? What is this? How is this possible?
I carry around boxes of bullets, like, and fucking
I thought I
at
had
least
some,
10.
but apparently I don't.
All I've been doing is arid grinding and spirit camp grinding, so I just need more bullets and more bullets and more.
Gotta carry at least 21 boxes, man. Keep them in a bag.
Yeah, I know that, dude. I went through at least 3 of those since I started grinding at the beginning of this month.
Backpack full of boxes.
Yeah, since I started coming here a couple days ago, I've almost already went through a box. Like I know I went through a full fucking bag.
Just as a soldier, you gotta buy bullets like you're the Department of Homeland Security.
Yeah.
Especially when you're 24/7 AFK grinding. Yeah, AFK while paying attention, but like, yeah, like it's just good.
Be like, I only need 50,000 bullets right now, but I should buy a couple million extra in case.
Dude, you reminded me. I started doing a hour grind over here on 19, and like I asked this dude for a backpack full of bullets. His burnout ass brings me a box of bullets, and I'm like, yeah, you saved me like 3 hours. I was like, oh. I had to run out and get my own shit, but yeah.
You guys have the creative ammo, right?
Yeah.
Crate. Is that different?
It's a redeemable item. I think you have to have like 360 days, something like that.
Oh, they have that on RK5. They don't have that on Arcade.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, the hell is it? It's under claimed items, I think.
It's essentially you hit the fucking thing and it just gives you a box of bullets or whatever the fuck.
Swap it out with a screwdriver.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I probably should get that on Mimas.
Ammo, you need 180 days subscription, which if you sub for 3 months, or was it, no, 6 months, there you go.
I think I have it. Just don't think I've claimed it. got 1260. So, do I spend those, or do I have 1260? Like I can claim all of those items.
You can claim all of those items. Some items you have to claim, and then they're done. Most of them you can claim per tune. The heckler juice, I think you only get one, and of course the extra character slot, you only get one.
I see.
Yeah, Constitution is one, and the character slot is one. Yes, you are correct. It'll say it like it's per account or per character. It's like one per account or one per character.
Cleric blades come in handy. The Uriel blade.
Okay, I'm passing out later, boys.
Yep. Cheers.
I'm not that far behind you. I gotta do some shit myself. I gotta fucking shower. I gotta go shopping. I gotta get fucking food. I gotta do adulting, and I don't want to because I want to sit here and smoke weed. But adulting.
I think I got enough veteran points. About 400 per tune, 300, somewhere there.
It's not vet points. It's
No, I know.
you go in the
He just said that in
yeah.
chat.
Yeah, I'd hope you had enough vet points. 400. Good God.
That's a number that I'm not entirely sure of. It could be less, but it's above 300.
Anything above 100 is pretty good. And you get your recall beacons and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
It's a token. It's funny, I actually got off work about an hour and 10 minutes ago.
What time is it at your place?
7:30, 7:40 in the morning.
Hmm. How long are you usually up in the morning when you get home from work?
A few hours. Especially lately, because I work at a grocery store. You get wound up. You gotta be going. Plus, what I do at that store, and they just keep throwing more tasks on me, because shit's hitting the fan.
Yeah.
What was it? They closed down 4 or 5 chicken processing plants. There was a big pork processing plant that got shut down, so now people are buying up meat like it's going out of style.
What is it with all this panic buying all the time?
It's FOMO. It's fear of missing out. That's
There's
basically all
also
it
a lot of fucking just people preparing for the worst that's really not coming. I should say not coming. A lot of people have had their business shut down, and a lot of just allocated produce for that shit is not being used right now. So a lot of the shit that was supposed to be going out is just going to waste.
is. A lot of the restaurant grade produce is just rotting on the fields. It's unfortunate. The U.S. has a really messed up grading process for produce. You'll have A grade, B grade, C grade, which is basically restaurant grade.
C grade is restaurant grade?
Yeah, C grade is restaurant grade.
Is that the
And
best
the
grade?
difference
or?
between no,
Oh.
A is best. And it's the problem is A, B, C. Those are completely arbitrary. It's based on aesthetics almost exclusively.
Oh, I see.
There might be some slight nuances in weight and size, but effectively, the difference between A, B, and C is aesthetics. Does it look round? Is it round enough? Are there any blemishes? Does it have a spot? Oh, it's got a spot. It's B grade now. Does the spot have to do anything with the taste? Nope. Like A
It's
grade,
100% American consumer.
exactly right. Like the A grade stuff, that goes to your grocery stores. Your grocery stores. Then you'll see B grade, which is that's your bulk buy. That's your bagged produce. That's your discount grocery stores. And C grade, that's basically restaurant grade. That goes to restaurants because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter the quality of the fruit. It matters the quality of the hand that cooks it. And then D is usually that shit ends up going to food pantries.
Mm.
Pretty much, when you go to a store and you get a carrot and it looks like you can stab a vampire with it, that's A. And fucking, you get an organic carrot that kind of looks like a bent dick, that would technically be a B. The more gnarled that shit looks, it gets more towards C. Because some motherfucker in the soup kitchen go, top, 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 top. Now it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I get that. Why it doesn't matter for restaurants having C grade. Just from the initial, like, not knowing the intricacies of it, that they would be getting the worst grade, sounded bad.
The problem with
Obviously,
it
it
is
is.
that you have to add one word, the worst cosmetic grade, because it's literally the same like nutritional content and everything else about it. It's just like the grocery stores need the hot supermodels, whereas the restaurant gets the burly bitch that everyone fucks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it in that colorful manner, but yeah, he's not wrong. And when you go into a grocery store like the one I work at, you see all the produce displayed before you, and it's all nice and food grade wax, so it reflects the light off of it perfectly, which by the way is irrelevant. You look at organic produce, it doesn't have that sheen because it doesn't have that food grade wax on it. Or if it does, it's very little. Um, but people see that and they go, "Oh, this is a good apple. I'm gonna buy that." And it has absolutely nothing to do with taste.
I think it's how it's done here as well, with at least with that type of produce.
It probably is. It's in a lot of very consumerized, commercialized nations, of course. Um, and not to mention the stuff we throw away. I wish we didn't. Gets a bruise. We used to, well, before COVID, we used to take all that stuff that was like, bruised or slightly damaged or blemished. We'd send that off to, the deli department or the salad bar department, and they'd cut that stuff up, and no one would know the difference. Of course, now we can't do that because we don't want to compete with the restaurants that are all shut down. We closed down all the salad bar and the self-service delis, so that's what we got. That's what we got. It's all convenience products right now, for the time being.
Hmm.
I mean, hell, there were times when I worked in produce some years ago. I'd go through, especially local tomatoes, because the the shelf life on local produce is so small because they don't spray it as much, if at all. So it turns so quickly, and it's also picked at ripeness. One of the things people don't realize is, especially in the United States, I'm buying a tomato in February. Where's that tomato coming from? If you're lucky, Florida. Most likely it's going to come from Mexico. They're going to pick it green, they're going to put it in a box with basically a plastic line around it, ship it out. Hopefully it comes to us by the time we get it, it's red, hopefully.
Yeah. Man, I wish I liked tomatoes.
Really? You don't like tomatoes?
No. When I was a kid, they just fooled me. I was fooled.
Fucking disgusting beans of disgustingness.
So
What?
we were having this dinner party when I was a kid at some Indian guy's house. Awesome guy. But he had tomatoes at his house, and my older sister would pick one off the tree and eat it, and it just looked so delicious, looked so juicy. But I imagined the taste to be more like, I don't know, just some kind of good juice. It wasn't. The taste was completely
Right.
different. So
And I can imagine. Well, no, probably Norway in midsummer. You'd probably get some good tomatoes. You get a lot of sunshine in midsummer,
yeah, we do.
so yeah, it'd probably be all right. Though, if I did grow tomatoes in Norway, I'd probably go cherry tomatoes, simply because I could get a large yield.
Yeah.
They're nutrient dependent. They need a lot of nutrients in their soil, and from what I understand, the Scandinavian soil is pretty nutrient dense. And then you have high amounts of sunshine in the summer, so you could probably get a good yield on like cherry tomatoes and such like that.
Yeah. But it's just the tomatoes that I don't like. I'm not a big fan of ketchup, but I could eat it. And of course, when I make spaghetti, I've got some tomato sauce.
That's pretty much the same thing with me. Like I can even tolerate like tomato soup. I cannot like on a burger. I can kind of master a raw by itself tomato will make me vomit.
I can see that. I used to be that way. I actually started eating raw yellow tomatoes, and I actually really enjoyed them because they're less that bitterness that you get with a red tomato. They're a lot sweeter. I don't know if you guys want to try them or you've ever tried them, but orange and yellow tomatoes are really good in terms of sweetness. They're not bad. I usually grab the cherry tomatoes of that variety, that color. They're not bad. Throw them in a little salad with some balsamic vinaigrette. Not bad at all.
That fucking beefsteak, fucking whatever the fuck that shit is. There's one fucking Thanksgiving dinner that I tried eating a tomato wedge. I covered that thing in like ranch dressing or whatever the fuck was there. I couldn't even see it. Like I was like, all right, let me try it now. Put that shit in my mouth, bit into it, and that shit washed away all the ranch. I almost projectile vomited onto the goddamn table. It was disgusting.
Thanks for reminding me. I have ingredients to make my bacon burger.
Sweet. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Now I kind of regret ordering pizza.
made me remind myself that I have Wagyu burgers in the fucking freezer that I should probably thaw out. But it also makes you want to go to the goddamn supermarket and get some fucking meat if I gotta fucking worry about motherfuckers not having food.
I'll tell you what, those 3 Tyson factories that shut down, all 3 of those factories were mainly producing what they called aftermarket or consumer products. That's basically, your nuggets, your tenders, your breaded product. So a lot of that stuff, you're going to see shortages. So if you want to get Tyson chicken nuggets or chicken tenders that are breaded and frozen,
No, I only get like actual corpse chicken. I don't do that processed bull.
it's fair.
Hungry night.
You're
right
probably better off. But yeah, if you are listening and want to get that, you may want to get it right now, or wait a week or 2 before they, close them down, sanitize them, open them back up. That actually happened with, was it a Pepsi plant? I think it was Pepsi. They had to shut down a Pepsi plant or warehouse. So a lot of Pepsi product there was shorted. There was a point in time at my store where I'd go down the soda aisle and I'd look where the Pepsi products 12 packs are. I'm like, huh, where'd they go? Just completely decimated. But a lot of the specialty products, the superfluous products for like Coke, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, they're done. They're not even producing them right now because they're so focused on the main product because they can't keep up with demand. They're so short-handed.
Do I have 25 followers? Do I have a single one? I didn't know. Awesome. Getting rich.
How many followers?
Somebody said only 25 well, Mosaic said only 25 followers for this quality content.
That's not bad.
I probably took all of Dark's followers for when he's asleep.
That's probably right. I mean, you can just call them borrowed. Because you really didn't take them. They're still going to watch his content.
Oh, he gave them to me, so... He said, hey Nani, why don't you stream? Well, I don't like to. Well, I have so many followers watching. They need someone else to watch. And then I said, yeah, alright,
I'm
well,
pretty
I'll
sure
set it up.
the same like 40 or 50 people, whenever that Anarchy window pops up with someone on that stream, they're like, oh, let me just...
There's a couple of guys who are just nostalgic.
Right. It's not like we have big titted gamer girls going around like, alright guys, I'm going to like Temper to 3 wins now. Woo!
That exists. There's I was getting back into Magic the Gathering. There was one of them that did the online one, the Magic Arena, and she's just like all makeup, and you can clearly tell it's all makeup, and I'm like, thought, bitch, get out of here.
Maybe I should buy a bra.
I don't even
Nano.
Sure. I think you're fine. You have a very good accent. That kind of Norwegian. You probably learned Queen's English in Norway, didn't you?
A lot of teachers spout it, yeah, but I wouldn't say I'm a follower of it.
That's when I say that it's Queen's English is UK English.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it's more attractive, at least for oratory. So you probably have just people watching you or listening to you just for that.
That could be. I've got 5 watchers at the moment. But I don't say much when I'm alone. I don't have this ability to speak to myself like Dark does. I could probably get better at it, but yeah.
I mean, you can always talk to the people when they respond to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or you could
I can respond
talk
to
to yourself like a crazy man.
Hey Donuts, how you doing? It's kind of creepy that you can see me because I have my curtains closed. Not sure if I'm gonna bother doing this all day. If I'm doing it, I should do it on my baby soldier.
What are you trying to do?
I'm doing Inferno missions for research because Yeetspot told me to.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit AI 30 and then the congratulatory message said, congrats on AI 30, now time to finish off that research. And I thought, ah, come on.
I mean, it's gotta get done.
Yep. I don't know about that. I mean, what's his name? The guy that bought himself a mansion and Lamborghinis and shit, and screams at babies, and made his followers believe that he was going to die from killer clowns.
From outer space?
There was this streamer, I don't remember the name, Paul something. Logan Paul, yeah. Is he though? I kind of feels like a lot of those guys are getting a good number of stuff from just yelling at things and being obnoxious, being cunts, getting all that kid money.
From what I understand, Logan Paul is, I want to say, and I don't like using the C word, but he is the textbook definition of a cunt.
Oh, I definitely. Don't spare the C word on that occasion.
I use the C word like I sprinkle fucking a birthday cake, man. Fuck that.
I use it all the time.
I
Every once
use
in a
it
while.
when it's justified.
I'm not one to care about the thinness of one's skin as long as I'm not threatening their heart. If I'm speaking to adults and I'm saying adult things and and that bothers, there's SpongeBob on the other channel. There's Care Bears on fucking Nostalgia Channel over there too. If that's more befitting to people's ears.
SpongeBob is cool.
But yeah, I like profanity because it's profane. It makes me not happy. It's just like I'd rather say that word than not. And that word applies to whatever curse word, not just cunt. You know, just fucking whatever. Fuck you. I'm just not a a racist. Like I'm not an N-word dropper or anything like. Unless it's justified, but even then, it's more in the home. Like that's people who are outwardly racist. Like, oh my god, fucking, I'm gonna go out and protest. You're the most stupid, asinine fucking version of a human it could possibly be.
I've always learned that when you start a sentence by saying I'm a racist, you automatically become one. I'm not sure who made it up, but at least that's what people keep telling me.
Wait, start that all over again? What?
If you start a sentence with I'm not a racist, you're automatically a racist.
Sure, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not calling you a racist, just some rules
Oh
that
no,
I
that's why I laugh at that shit. Cause like, you know, have I been fucking ignorant and stupid? Yeah, when I was like fucking 18 something fucking years old, but I was like, oh yeah,
It's a saying that I don't agree with.
sure. But as I say, it's like, that by that rationale, it's like, well, I'm not a pedophile, but, you know, oh, you fuck kids. All you do is fuck kids. No, you know, like, come on now, it makes no fucking sense.
No, I know it doesn't make any sense. I don't support the saying. I just there's too many people have told me that it's a thing.
Sure, because usually what happens, let me break that down, is that I'm not racist, but is followed by some seriously racist shit. That's when people usually do that shit. That's why I don't really vibe on that shit, because I'm not a racist. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you can do whatever the fuck you want, whether you're black, white, or praying to the sky boogeyman of your choice. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we had this conversation yesterday with the others. Maybe it was you and me. I don't remember. That the racial tension in Norway is just not as high as the United States.
Well, the whole thing is that it's a perfect example of why I don't like people. Because when given the opportunity to be nice or a bully, motherfuckers are bullies. They're shitty, 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 shitty people.
Who?
And
Who?
I've had fights with people. Oh, I see the good in people. I have faith in people. And I think you're the stupidest motherfucker in the world.
Wait, what?
Not that I'm saying everyone's bad. What I'm saying is giving the opportunity for someone to fuck you over. More often than not, they will.
Oh yeah, that's true. This is true. So I think it's true
So
everywhere.
even with that being said, like when it comes to racial tension, dude, I got fucking black friends over here that are calling their community N bombs and all sorts of stuff. Like it's not about shit like that. It's just that people don't like other people. And when they're different, they look different, or it's just like making fun of the handicapped fucking kid at school. Like you don't get. It's just easy to do because it makes you feel better. It makes you feel more powerful. It's the same thing as like motherfuckers complaining about taxes for people on like wealth. Like you don't want a motherfucker sitting on a couch, but you want a motherfucker sitting in a chair with a drone killing fucking people. That's why I don't give a fuck about what you're saying anymore because your logic is flawed. You're okay with death and murder machines, but you're not okay with a family getting food stamps. I don't fucking like you. Oh, they'll never get off the couch. Never. I don't give a fuck about the laziness. I give a fuck about a motherfucker going to fucking to bed like starving. That's what I care about. That fucks up the country. No, what fucks up the country is making troops go to other countries because of fucking political means and oil and murdering motherfuckers. That's what's fucked up. Because that's what we do as America.
I mean, I will say with food stamps, the economy is pretty well entrenched in it by this point. Like I said, I work at a grocery store. I see the sales every night. I see how much we make in EBT. It's actually not that much, but it's enough to make a difference.
Well, that's kind of where, like, I'm not against food stamps in any form and fashion because if you're willing to do that shit and go through the rigmarole of getting that shit and, like, you don't just hand that shit out to anybody. You gotta be kind of fucking poor on paper to get that.
I literally get them on my phone. Just here's.
Yeah, but you're not in the fucking U.S. The U.S. literally wants you to be so goddamn poor that, like, you and, like, at the point in which you, like, get a little bit more money or something like that, they will cut you off so fast like a foreskin, bro. It's, like, not even funny.
Yeah. I'm so hungry. I want my pizza now.
There's people that, have gotten, like, better jobs, and because they got more money, they get knocked off a fucking certain bracket of like healthcare for their family, and they have to go and take a demotion and go back to their old pay so that their family doesn't have fucking no like shit like that.
There are people who in Norway who pretend we have it that way with the tax system, where if they go above a certain bracket, they earn less money. But it just is not true.
It's not about earning less money, it's that she got more money so that they saw her as less broke, therefore they took her off of her fucking insurance.
Yeah, I know what you meant. It's just that they're trying to do the same thing, or some people are claiming they're getting the same kind of raw deal in Norway because of the tax system and how it works. It's just not true. The only thing that isn't free here is, well, everything is free, basically. Almost. Unless you have bad teeth. That's not free.
Oh yeah, they don't do the dental, huh?
Nope. You can get dental through work, though.
I suppose you have to put the line in the sand somewhere.
Yeah. Sweden has free dental, I think.
So I suppose you have a extremely low homeless rate, just like Sweden does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking with someone who lives in Sweden about basically that and how it was such a pain in the ass to get a new place simply because the high accessibility of getting a home.
Also, houses are really expensive in Norway. I mean, Norway is among the more expensive countries in the world. But then again, we earn enough to make a decent living either way. Although in total, if you want to become rich, it's much easier in the United States than it is in Norway, I think. Or easy. You can get richer in the United States than you can in Norway. There's no
I
way you
get
can be a Bill Gates in Norway, for example.
the hell's the name of that? It's a Danish term. Like, you can't exceed. Oh, what the hell is it called? It's a common culture in Denmark where they can't exceed the status quo. This can't exceed the norm, and you're different. You're seen as
Yeah, that's
weird.
jantelov.
There you go.
We have it in Norway as well. It also means that you're just no better than anyone else. It's a really stupid thing. So if I perform immaculately at my work or just perfectly, I can't brag about it. I can't tell people that how proud I am of how well I'm doing.
Like I said, if it's justified, I don't care. If you're full of shit, I'm gonna call you out on it.
Well, that's fine. My bosses can't go up to me and tell me you're one of the better workers we have. You can't do that like on paper at all.
Well, that's messed up.
Yeah. That's janteloven for you. This is not to say that I don't get appreciated for the work that I do. It's just that they can't really make a thing out of it. But I make certain that whenever I'm proud of the employees and I think they're doing a good job, I'll tell them in front of the other employees.
Oh, I let everyone know who I like and who I don't like.
I mean, as long as you're doing your job to the specific standards that I'm asking you to do, I don't really care if I like or don't like you. You could be the best worker I have and I could hate you, but I'm not gonna dock your pay for it in any way. Not that I'm in charge of payroll, but you know what I mean.
No, I'm pretty vocal on motherfuckers, and like, I don't like you in your face because you make my day a little bit harder for no fucking reason other than you're a piece of shit, and I don't fucking like.
That's fine. I mean, the employees can hate each other as much as they want, as long as they just behave at work. Don't drag that shit to work. You're not there to be cunts to each other. You're there to do a specific thing, and I expect you guys to do it. I'm not asking for much. I work in the government. For the government.
Oh shit. Knock is a G-man.
I mean, my job is pretty shitty. I work at a school and then I work at a youth club as well. What I do enjoy about it, however, is I enjoy seeing the kids that are having it rough, just become better human beings. why I'm still sticking to it.
So are you an actual teacher or are you in administration?
Work. I have 50% assistant and 50% pedagogue, which is basically a teacher. But I work with kids that who have need a special structure for how they're taught things. So, say you can't do the math in class, I can take you out and help you outside.
All
Give you a
right.
different method of attacking certain problems.
That's one thing that a lot of European countries do that I wish the United States would do is treat kids as they need to be treated instead of just lumping them all into one mass.
Yeah. Uh,
I mean, hell, Timmy may not be a rocket surgeon, but you know what? He's damn good at mechanics. He's gonna be a grease monkey for the rest of his life, but you know what? That's good, honest pay.
it's one of the
It's
things
not
that
rocket surgeon pay.
no, but it's a good job as well.
Right.
And I tell especially electricians really like that field. So I often tell the kids that if you're uncertain, I suggest you go into that field, and then continue studying as you go on. Don't go with the general route where you don't have anything valuable when you're finished with what is it, high school, maybe college. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
When they're about 18,
Well,
19 years
that,
old, they finish. At least they have
that's
something tangible to use, and they can work at a relatively high-paying job instead of just do what I did and work at schools.
yeah. It was after 18. That's high school. Well, I should say 18, and then after that is what they'd be college, and that would be where you learn your career trades.
Right. Yeah, the pay is crap, but I'm finally getting to do some interesting things. I'm setting up a gaming club for the kids here in Norway. We bought 10 computers, built a huge table, set up the network. In the future, we're hopefully going to stream it as well, and it's gonna have a focus on esports mainly. Hopefully, we'll get some teams round up and get things to go. Maybe in the future, I might even be contracted to do it privately, which I wouldn't mind. So that's where the money is.
That seems a little shady, at least from my perspective.
What then?
Contracted privately to have children play esports. Unless, of course, they say, oh, you're good at teaching people to do esports. Let's contract you out to do this private team. It just sounded strange.
I can see how that sounds strange.
Yeah. I instantly went to like private contracts to make children into esports gamers. It seemed a little shady.
That's basically what they're doing right now, though.
Yeah,
All of the
no,
teams are
no
private.
doubt. A lot of the teams are under 20.
Yeah, and they're kids. And I don't think a lot of doctors stay doctors for the pay.
Probably not.
Uh, Esports is a hobby here too, but Norway doesn't really have a scene for it. It is growing, but you don't get the sensation that there's a lot of possibilities for kids to participate in any kind of esports things outside of being part of a team. Like they can sit at home and play Counter Strike, but the point of the club is to get those kids outside and put them in a room with other kids, so they get at least some kind of physical contact with other people. I mean, obviously not during Corona times, but Let's see, does this sell for anything? The stuff that I just looted. Yeah. Wouldn't mind a decentralized organization, or like, yeah, here in Norway as well. Sweden does have a big scene though. You have one of the top teams in both League of Legends and Counter-Strike, as far as I know. Doesn't sell for a lot. I'm saving that one. $2 billion? Really? I might as well put that one up for 20 million. Oh, I could buy the, shouldn't have bought that many bullets. I could buy the endless one now. Crate of ammo.
Yeah, those crates come in handy.
Yeah.
I think they start at shotgun, but as long as you got a screwdriver, you're good.
Cheers, Mosaic. I'm gonna go eat some soon as well, whenever the pizza gets here.
Kind of
I gotta
pizza
do
you like?
my damn self. I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah, cheers, Nano. What
Lady, I'll be good.
kind of pizza I like? I like the classic prosciutto di Parma, the Italian one. But I don't get that here, so anything with ham, and bacon on it, it's good.
So a couple things. Prosciutto, yes, is Italian. Good prosciutto is quite delicious, which is basically just salted, cured, fatty ham. Parma typically isn't Italian. It's what people think Italian is. best Italian, like, aged white cheese is Pecorino Romano.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's what Italy is known for.
I've
And
been in
it's,
Italy a couple of times and had the pizza there, and it's just I could live on it for the rest of my life, honestly.
yeah, yeah, I probably could. A good, even like a margarita pizza, it's just real simple, clean ingredient.
Yeah, and it's super delicious when done right.
Though, I mean, I've had like a super crazy high end margarita where it was like the best red sauce from the hell are those tomatoes called? San Marzano tomatoes, uh, mozzarella de bufala, all that crazy shit. You know, imported basil. Though I don't know why you'd import basil. That seems silly to me. You just use fresh basil. It can grow literally anywhere. It's a weed.
Yeah,
That and mint grow in most climates.
I was looking for basil the other day, and none of the stores had it.
You might be hitting shortages.
Yeah, I mean that was like last week. We went to the store yesterday and found some basil.
Sounds about right.
Same thing happened during the toilet paper shortage. It was gone one day.
Oh,
A lot of people bought it, and then the next day, hey, it's restocked.
well, you got lucky. U.S. is still having trouble trying to equalize. I mean, hell, even when we get it in, it's gone in first 2 hours if we got enough. But usually it's about first half hour.
Yeah. Do you guys have the 1 hour open thing for nurses?
We have it for at-risk people,
Right.
and we really can't enforce it. It's implied, but we can't say, "Hey, you're clearly 25 and healthy as a horse. Get out." We can't do that.
How come?
I mean, I suppose we could, but it's not worth the fight.
No, probably not. I want to say that people in Norway are generally good with that, but I don't think they are.
Probably better than Americans, which isn't. I mean, Americans are very do whatever the hell we want.
I think that you just have larger groups than we do. I mean, we have the same cunts and assholes in Norway, but there's less of them here due to less people in general. And you guys just
Right.
have
I
so many
mean,
people that it's when that group grows big enough, it just becomes so loud. It's all you can hear.
they've actually done market research and they found out that 3% of people will take advantage of you. That's just it is what it is. They will take it. You have a sale, they'll take advantage of it, they'll try and exploit it. It just 3% of people in general are assholes.
And you
Plain and
voted
simple.
one of those for president. I still cannot get over that. One of those 3% is the president of the United States.
I mean, cult of personality, I guess.
Hmm. Come on, give me my item. So what do I want to do now? Do I hunt for Hellion mirrors?
That was a sad gimpy crat.
Oh, which one?
Oh, I was in battle stations, and I just wrecked this dude. All I did was cast Pink Slip on him, and he lost a third of his health.
Oh, Jesus. What are you playing as?
A bureaucrat.
Alright. Oh, of course. I mean, you said the Nano. Don't have shield keys on my shade. I should get that. It's easy
I
as
think I might have an extra
pattern.
pocket boss pattern. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that later. Let's see the pool. Isn't it the pool to get to back to show? Yeah, it is. I think so.
Yeah, from Adonis or
Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Oh, pizza's here. Nice. You're back. I'm back. Right, I'm just gonna run the shade to show, and then I'm gonna take an hour's worth of break while I eat,
Sounds good.
catch a movie. Oh, by the way, do you know? Have you heard of Tencent, the movie?
Tennyson or Tenson?
Tencent, the one by Christopher Nolan, the new one.
No, I don't think so.
I really want to see it. It's coming out
What is?
July.
Oh, okay. What is it about?
I don't know yet, but it's partially science fiction kind of thing, and he's been knocking those out of the park every single time.
Yeah, I like sci-fi.
Yeah. We went to see what was it, Avengers? Yeah, I think. And the trailer was a clip of the movie about 10 minutes long. And we thought we'd gone into. I had not heard that he was gonna release a movie called Tencent. I didn't know about that. But we thought we had gone into the wrong theater. But it was fucking amazing, and I'm definitely gonna see that movie. Anyway, I'm gonna eat now. Thanks, guys, to those of you who tuned in. I'll be back in about hour and a half after I've watched the movie and eaten. I'll see you later, Truck.
See you.